scary proposition. You can imagine these Koto picks probably came at the last pick position as well. GLHF from him. He's probably going to be very, very happy about it. Like you said, probably asking for it. Tag teams up very well with Beyond, right? Giving you the second dose of mana just to be able to reset some of those cooldowns. Get a maybe second onslaught off in the fight.
And Team Zero, they have a lot of really good combos. I know Grimstroke has been less about the Soulbind recently, but Team Zero still set themselves up for some really good combos, right? Double Adaptive Strike, double Lasso, double Pulverize.
Okay,
to
look, see,
to a lesser degree,
I can't believe
double,
you. I can't believe you
okay.
started with double Adaptive Strike. Like you're
Whoa,
everything.
whoa,
Look, everything else made sense. Like you're like double Lasso, double Pulverize. I'm like, yeah. But that was after you said double Adaptive Strike. I'm like, yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess doubles. I guess. I mean, it's not something to write home about.
No. But Grimstroke Alt isn't at that point either, where it's something to write home about. It's you're not playing it for double Doom anymore.
I guess
that used to be the big combo.
Sure,
right?
I think what we found.
Inkspell, baby.
I mean, apart from the Inkspell, I think what we found with the Soulbind is less of the doubling up of the spells, but more of the control of these very pesky heroes like the Puck, who are gonna find themselves chained to like what, a Wraith King, and they're like, come on, man, you get me out of here or what?
Yeah, right.
2 for 2 rune trade out here though, but Picho actually just being trampled right now. Beyond gets held at bay by Frisk, and Ice have found himself in a bit of a rough spot. He'll give over first blood to the Park. Echoes will claim that one.
First blood, it shall be duly noted.
Nicely done.
A good start to the game, yeah. Puck will gladly clean up that first blood. Should have a fine lane against the Coddle as well. Like on paper, Puck shouldn't really be hit by any Coddle blasts coming his way.
Yeah, Kotal, very, very good at just drawing even or more in the lane. That's kind of the hero's power, right? You can't really push him out. He's just got to blast the wave every single time, secure every single creep blast hit. And that's just the reality of it. He'll come out of the lane at level 6, start running around with the travels, and start laying waste to your... sieging your towers with blasts from the side. Picho already coming through, putting on the pressure. Beyond, up against 2 ranged heroes, it's going to be a bit of a tough matchup, right? He's going to tank quite a bit of damage here.
Especially as a hero that doesn't build Vanguard, really. I don't think I've... maybe in the days of old, but not anymore. Blade Mail just too strong of an item. And okay, I'm going to throw Erica under the bus a little bit, okay? Because I was going to say this earlier, and I can't just not say it. If Erica can't land Chronospheres, how well do you think he's going to be able to land these dead shots?
Well, for what it's worth, Muerta a lot more hotly contested, so surely this is something that you are well acquainted with.
I would hope so. Already, to be fair, Muerta's still a newish hero, so being, silver tier on it already. Not too shabby. There's the first dead shot.
Yeah, doesn't matter though. Charging through Beyond, gonna keep his support safe. ZZQ will thank him for it. Still had 9 stick charges if necessary. Couple of resources here as well to keep himself afloat.
This is the beautiful peel the Primal Beast provides, right? For anyone who doesn't know what peel is, it's just, being able to get a hero out of danger by throwing another hero in the mix. Just a get down, Mr. President kind of situation.
Yeah, quite literally bodying for them. Because he just runs in. It's gonna be quite tough for him to play this game. I mean, you're dealing with the Muerta's full set of spells that can throw you off your trajectory. You talk about the Puck as well with the Dream Call and the Swap and the Shadow Demon. It feels like a lot of these Aster heroes have tools to deal with you and beyond. Maybe this is the Primal Beast plan that we were talking about, right? You kind of let out a bit of a sigh in the draft because, they get their hands on this Grimstroke Primal combo again. I mean, it's even better, some might argue, than the Brewmaster. But, yeah, Aster, they seem well equipped to deal with this Beyond Primal Beast at the moment.
Yeah, once again, it's like, on paper, I think you're absolutely right. It's going to be up to Aster to prove you right, though, because after last game, it's not looking too good for Aster, right? It just seems like they were a little bit outclassed by Team Zero.
Ice. They'll start to get chased down by those Shadow Poisons, and the Skeleton's Frisk will be able to clean up that Bat Rider. Maybe they found a winning recipe here for themselves. Sure, you might be able to run down these heroes, but the Skeletons will do that right back to you. Very, very pesky little individuals that the Bat Rider just doesn't really have the luxury of stopping to attack.
I mean, bottom lane is going okay, all things considered, right? Wraith King getting a CS. Can't afford to really die here, but neither can Ice Ice. No TP for another 65 seconds. Don't want to leave your Morphling alone for too long. Adaptive strikes laying waste into this Wraith King, though. How's mid lane going? Coddle versus Puck. Looking at 29-3, 24-2. Not too surprised. The Coddle's a little bit ahead. Is able to farm up the jungle right nearby as well as the lane. It's Echoes. It's keeping up quite well. Doesn't have that same jungle farm or same potential to go into that jungle farm. Beyond. Just gonna eat up a little Lotus, num on that. And be given some tangos by ZZQ. Very nice. You love to see sharing is caring.
Absolutely. And Team Zero definitely sharing that success of crushing Aster in that first game. And things, you know, very quiet early on apart from those few first blood kills. What are we kind of expecting here? Because you familiar with the Kothel mid? You know what he's kind of looking for? Because right now, what I'm seeing is that he's 500 gold off boost of travels. That is an insane timing for 70.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, 70, Kothel is just one of those heroes that if you leave him alone, especially right now, when Puck's about to hit the level 6, it's a time when Puck wants to gank, but you have to make sure you deal with this siege creep wave first. It's very important to get rid of this siege creep, because Kothel is able to just farm the wave, farm this camp as well, and push it right under the tower with that siege creep wave. But you can't afford to leave him alone. Echoes should clean up this wave before he wants to make any sort of rotations. As Kothel just doing the Kothel thing, farming the hard camp during his downtime.
Yeah. 70. I mean, there's nothing interesting about this mid lane. I mean, maybe the first sort of bout of pressure will come from the top side instead. True enough. Started trample down, and Erica just gonna go down. The disruption can't come through in time. Echoes. Once again, a very similar side. It might be different heroes, but the cadence is starting the same way, right? Erica's being taken down here by the pressure coming out from Team Zero. They bring up Ice Ice to this top side. It's a nice rotation from Echoes to try and return the kill, but he's not stopping 7E. Yes, you kill Beyond, but he's still doing very well for himself here in terms of the CS, all things considered. And wouldn't you know it, once again, we have a situation where Shengsi, even though his lane is relatively quiet, he's not doing the best. Ice Ice has done a great job at just pressuring him out and now being chased in the tree line as well. This Wraith King, nowhere to run. It's only a matter of time for him as the Firefly chasing him down here. He'll try and juke them out. The adaptive strike from CTY finishes him off, and another kill top side. Tips come through. ZZQ knows where to strike, and it's on the ego of Erica right now. Blasting through, healing the Kothel really under no threat at all, as they'll take down Picho as well. 3 kills all across the map in quick succession for Team Zero. They are once again firing off.
And that's those beautiful, beautiful BOTs coming in. Frisk did get a beautiful, beautiful steal on the Wisdom Rune. So that means both Wisdom Runes go the way of Aster.
Could be a factor here because these two support ultimates are very useful, as you always like to say.
Yeah.
I mean, these heroes are very level hungry as well, I would argue. You keep mentioning this build, Phantom's Embrace. Once you get to that level 3 mark, it becomes so impactful, but you never really want to before your ink spell gets maxed. Maxed, you always want to point in the Soulbind, if not you're kind of deranged. Well, Beyond, up in this top side. Got the calling out onto ZZQ. Deadshot gonna go wide though. Swift footwork from the Grimstroke. I'm not sure whether he's gonna be able to get out of this one though. The Puck is on the chase. With the stun, Echoes should be able to finish out with one waning Rift and the kill. Easy pickup for him there as an answer. Have to bring so many resources just to keep Erica alive, it feels like. And the weaknesses of the Moeta are very susceptible to being run down.
I like this play from Echoes making his way bottom, still with the coil. CTY doesn't have the most HP.
Uh-oh. Starting to morph up. The TP support needs to come in clutch here. Sure enough, they don't have initial damage. Enough to take down the Morphling through the morph.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, just a little unfortunate. They couldn't quite get any jump onto CTY, not for a little bit longer at least, until these blink daggers come online, which is gonna be a hot minute.
Yeah. I mean, Leon doesn't have the best tower push, but he's able to just clean up on this top side tower.
Dire's top tower
And we've
has
seen this
fallen.
happen before, haven't we? Team Zero, off to quite a roaring start. 2k advantage at the 9-minute mark right now. And a lot of it is sitting on this Koto, who already is just one recipe away from the Spirit Vessel. There's no immediate obvious target here on Aster, but still, it's such an important item for keeping this Koto's aggression going across the map.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just an enabling item for a lot of heroes this patch. You know, the Earth Spirit, the Brewmaster, it just enables them to be heroes that want to make moves around the map. You know, you're more liable to make movements when you actually have an item that feeds into it.
Absolutely. I mean, it just incentivizes. Everything he's doing is just incentivizing this hyperactive playstyle that we come to know and love from Kotos. Disruption on himself there to buy himself some space. No level on the Blinding Light means that the Koto should be foiled on this plan. Nothing to be found
Imagine
there.
if he did get two of those off, though. Frisk would have been very dead.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, you know, Sneeze, another big combo with the Soul Bind. Double Solar Bind. You got the Soul Bind, the Solar Bind, and you're just
that's
too
kinda-
bound up.
Yeah. Both your soul and luminescence speaking. You're just locked up. Yeah, this is
Wondered
rough.
where you were going there.
Yeah, I trying to find the word for it. I don't think that's quite the one. But, you know, shining is CTY again. Top of the net worth mirrored with the Primal Beast. Sure, the puck's up there as well, but the Morphling, he's well on his way to a fast... Oh, stunned up. Managing to waveform away there. And Ice going down in the top side. Overcommitting in this jungle area. Once again, trying to come through and steal some of the stacks that Picho has been setting up. But punish this time round with the stun. 3 levels in that magic missile. That little baby hurts.
Yeah, Vengeful Spirit nowadays, with the max magic missile, max wave of terror builds, do quite a bit of damage just through right clicks as well as those spells.
Yeah, you talked
Wave
about
of terror does
the
100 damage.
you talked about the importance of the wave card here. The 10-minute one rolls around and no one's really in position to defend this tower. 70 is gonna try and push this in, but just shows up, makes quick work of that creep wave, and they're trying to work down 7E. Popping the Spirit Form here, but he doesn't really have a lot of HP. They try for the swap combo. He heals himself, but it's not going to be enough. There's no way for the Grimstroke to really get him out of there. Nice move there, nice answer from Aster.
Okay, good news for Team Zero, though. We saw this last game when Beyond died first with his Urn of Shadows. You get that charge, and now you're going around the map making moves, baby. That's it. That was exactly the play that you wanted. It's all about strategy, Sneeze.
Yeah, you fell for his trap.
Yeah.
He's completely fine
He,
for this.
he activated his trap card.
100 gold off the Spirit Vessel. It's not as significant as some other games, but, you know, additional bit of HP, some stats while you're at it, why not? A 12-minute rune,
absolutely.
it'll be fought for. As here comes the Primal Beast with his Blade Mail Echoes, forced to evacuate the area. Winding up the charge though, looking for a target. Thinking better of it though, gonna go wide instead. Echoes. Loses out on the Arcane Rune.
For you on that high ground.
That's true. Could be a Moeta, could be a Frisk Shadow Demon, who is currently sticking around this bot side. They're making use of the skeletons to start pressuring out here.
Dire are scanning.
Smoke up from the duo. Team Zero, they're looking for a target. They'd love to find the Moeta, but Picho, experienced as he is, just stands his place to try and break whatever smoke maneuver, whatever wraparound comes. Spot him out, winding up. The stun comes through, but Ice is here as well. They don't have the lasso at the moment, but with the Koto's involvement, it should be an easy kill onto Erika. And there's nothing that the bench can do. You couldn't even get in range for the swap because ZZQ held you at bay with the Phantom's Embrace.
Yeah, it's just unceremonious end there for the Moerta. I mean, there's nothing that you can do on the Vengeful Spirit there, right? You just kind of have to sit and watch and back up and hope you don't get save your homie syndrome,
Radiant's
you know?
middle tower is under attack.
Coming through into the bot side. Looks like now they want to flush Shang out of here and liberate CTY from this unending skeleton pressure.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Both sides
Yeah,
bringing in resources though. seeming like they want to muster up some sort of a push or some sort of aggressive maneuver. I can't help but feel like this is gonna be a disaster for Aster though. Trying to save the tower. Yeah.
It's gone.
Bottom tower.
Yeah. This could be an opening. Ice, unfortunately, the target again. They get the setup. And with Echoes in the area, they won't look to be fighting. The CTY will slowly farm his way back to safety. And you're fine with this, right? CTY is alive. He's still farming. Basically has the Lincoln Sphere in around 100 gold. That's 2 more camps. And meanwhile, mid tower once again being pressured. They know no one's in the area. They can just, you know, boss it in here.
Got some nice stacks in the jungle here for Erica. Hopefully this will be the recovery that Morita needs, but not necessarily the fastest farmer of these Ancients. They can clear out the creep camp pretty fast, but the Ancients themselves are a little hard to deal with without that Maelstrom on the Morita.
Now, should be able to get it in a bit of gold. Might just have to double back to the other area of the jungle where, Beyond. It's waiting for you right there. You walk up to the high ground, you could be over here, but Erica thinks he sniffs something out and sees that creep camp being cleared and, you know, understands that there might be an opponent in the area.
What do you think of Frisk's first item build up on this Shadow Demon? I gotta say, I'm a fan.
Oh? What's he got?
It's a Blink Dagger.
Oh.
Just doesn't have it yet, but he's working on it. Getting pretty darn close to it, just 1,000 gold away. Does have the possibility to farm up with the Shadow Poison, so that could come a lot faster than we expect. He doesn't necessarily have to wait passively for that income.
Smoke out. Looking for something here.
Oh.
Still doesn't have any way of jumping on top of them. Echoes has the blink, and that's really just about their only initiation. But he has to be so careful because if he jumps in straight into a silence, it could be over for him before it even starts. Heading around this Muerta here. I have a feeling that she's gonna get jumped, but really, the entire side of Team Zero mustering around this rune area. You want to push in the tower instead.
Primal Beast hide in trees.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's real. Like, how are you even getting fogged right now? His tail is literally out.
Yeah, right.
Coming through now.
There's the
Onto
one
Frisk.
forward.
There's the slam. Bum, bum, bum. Chopped up by the puck though. We talked about some of the difficulties that the Primal Beast might have, but no difficulty in working down Frisk. Easy kill for them to get. Sheng Si now getting pulled back by the lasso. 7 E's into the picture. They don't really have a way of cancelling this TP, but they have more than enough magic damage. And now on this second life, nowhere for him to run. Stuns into the Morphling with the Lincoln Sphere. You couldn't write a sadder story than that. And a little tidbit for you, Crash. The meaning of his name, Sheng Si, actually is life and death. He's doing a lot more dying than life here.
Yeah. I mean, it is a Wraith King, right? I guess it is one of those heroes that dies a lot.
Ice getting set up on here.
Dying a lot.
Shadow Demon out onto him. He doesn't stand a chance. The magic missile from Pichu will clean that up.
I mean, I think you're pretty happy with your position 5 being more than half of the kills.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you'd prefer Ice to not be dying, but at least it's only your position 5.
Yeah. I mean, then again, same situation as last game, and that didn't really stop them from roaring off to that first game victory. And true enough, 7k lead now at the 17-minute mark for Team Zero. They're keeping the net worth advantage on the calls that matter, right? And Bat Rider still has the blink, still can work his way towards the items. I don't think he's too sad about the situation.
70 has queued up a BKB, has 2 items to it already as well. The second item, BKB Coddle, because I'm not counting Vessel. If you want to count Vessel, 3rd item, sure. But this is the Chad Coddle build if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Straight up wants to get in there, doesn't want to care about all the magic damage coming through. Rightfully so.
I mean, there's not a hero on Aster that BKB is not good against.
That's fair.
Maybe you can make an argument that it's not good against Venge because he can just swap you anyways, but I would tend to disagree. Right?
Yeah, I mean, even if you swap him,
him
and the coil comes and the coil breaks, your BKB, you don't take any, you're not stunned. You can just walk it off.
And Coddle has 440 movement speed. He'll run it off real fast.
Trying to converge onto the Morphling now. CTY smells something coming and TP's out. Because they've gotten caught by the ward there. They weren't actually smoked up. So spotting them out with this nicely placed ward. Straight up to the high ground. Straight up to the high ground. Straight up to top side now is where they want to pressure.
They know someone's farming here. The camps are gone. Ice Ice and beyond. ZZQ, they're looking. They found him.
Sheng Si, like we said, doing a bit more of the latter of his name. No reincarnate means that he's just going to go down easy. And I don't think he can afford to TP into this situation. This is going to get melted.
Bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
This should be a tier 2 tower unless Aster want to really come and defend with all of their heroes, which I really don't think they want to do. Muerta's in no position to really defend, right? She doesn't even have mana for Pierce the Veil.
Yeah.
Dire's structures are
She's
fortified.
just been farming away, but you know, we always say this crash. Still working towards the Mjolnir. It's looked very, very rough for Erica. CTY showing alone in the mid lane. Working on the Manta. There's a couple of gold, a couple of hundred gold off there, and now beyond with the setup. They want to get it onto Echoes, but ZZQ first one to fall. Rimshow taken out of the picture already. And I don't know how good this fight is, but that's before the Morphling shows up. CTY rips them apart here. The supports don't stand a chance, and now Erica might have to be careful. Starting to get chased down, trying to turn around and deliver, but not enough HP. Beyond just stands his ground in front of them. The Wraith King might have reincarnated, but he's going to come back to a whole world of pain as 7E keeps the charges going. Didn't even need to pop the BKB, and in comes Ice Ice, bumping them back with the Blinding Light. So much magic damage, and nothing you can do about it. All the puck can do is really stay behind and try and cut the creep wave, but if that's the situation with your mid laner, you know things are looking dire, and I'm not talking about Aster.
Yeah. Link Dagger's online for all of these heroes. CTY is way too farmed. Has that Manta style now completed, and actually Beyond is the hero with the most net worth right now.
Yeah, not surprised. He's had an excellent game. This is the Primal Beast experience. We've seen him perform already. It's very, very weird that that's the decision they made to give him this hero again. Almost towards his heart now, but he might be the subject of a pickoff. Nice swap to break that one up, and they'll have enough damage finally killing him off. That is a huge killing spree going the way of Erica. Much needed gold injection there to get him closer to that Mjolnir.
Any little bit will help, and that was a lot of it, right? 744 gold for the Muerta. Very, very nice. 1,400 gold in total just from that one pickoff. Like that. That's a big boy right there, literally and figuratively.
CTY will start hammering away on this tower. Doesn't even feel the need to go into Roche right now. They understand how powerful they are. 11k gold lead at the 21-minute mark. They're still rolling forward here. It's just the off-lane towers that haven't really been taken down yet, right? But it really isn't something that Team Zero seem to be bothered about.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Ice Ice, Drums of Endurance finished on the Bat Rider. And this is another way to enable your Primal Beast. Right, just make them faster. Feels very good. You've got that Ink Swell already. Pop the Drums of Endurance. That's pretty much max movement speed for the Primal Beast, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Working on that Aghanim Scepter, the break. It's pretty good this game. That's going to turn off Gunslinger, turn off the Mortal Strike.
Yeah. I mean, lesser
Those are-
sort of observe passives to break, but still gonna limit the damage coming out from this Muerta in a big
Yeah.
way.
Is under attack.
And when most of your damage is coming out from the Muerta and Wraith King, right, your supports, sure, they've got some good magic damage abilities, but
Radiant structures
they're not
are
necessarily known. Like, I wouldn't be picking Shadow Demon and Vengeful Spirit for their damage.
Yeah, absolutely
Yeah,
not. They've done well, all things considered, in terms of the defensive
sure.
potential, right? But we're seeing the same situation. This is a mistake that Team Zero themselves made. When they picked Shadow Demon and the Treant, they just didn't have any way of making aggressive moves. That's kind of what it feels like Aster are suffering from again as well. Even if you walk up to someone and disrupt, where's the combination? Like, Wraith King doesn't necessarily inspire the most confidence or secure a kill much like a Centaur War Runner would. And we're now in this situation where Aster, they're on the back foot, and it doesn't feel like there's anything they can do about it other than wait for the side of Team Zero to make a mistake. But Team Zero, all they'll make is moves here, straight onto the Shadow Demon. Frisk doesn't stand a chance. They're on to the next, onto Erica. Oh no, she doesn't have any defensive ways to get herself out of this. We'll try for the TP, surely. Oh, gets out of there. They've used just about everything on the Shadow Demon, and I guess that's his sacrifice that he made. Oh, here comes Morphling though. CTY feeling so confident, morphing into the bench to stun her up and get her killed. They'll look at the Tormentor as well here. Should be easy shot for them. Goes over to the way of Ice Ice, so
Dire's bottom
they'll
tower
get some...
Okay.
It's not that great, but it was a lot better when it was double flame break charges. That was insane.
Yes, that was too good to be true. What is this? Do you see this creep here on the high ground? What's going on?
I think he got
This
a
is
little
actually like, that's actually crazy vision for them. Like that's bonkers. Ice Ice is making it even better.
Yeah, but okay.
What the heck?
Look, I mean, what's more unreal is the fact that Team Zero, it seems like they're on the verge, actually, not just on the verge, at the very last lap of knocking out Aster in these close qualifiers. They need to put up a fight now, if not, it's gonna be all over for them. They call the back line, but for what? Where's the follow-up? Where's your
No one
Muerta?
cares.
Not doing anything at the
He's doing
moment.
circles.
They're gonna try and come in onto Beyond again, but they can't really threaten the Primal Beast. The Morphling still has his Aegis and the Manta. Fighting up to the high ground.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Do you think this creep is getting rid of backdoor protection?
Oh, it could be. Oh my goodness, are you for real?
Dude, are you kidding me? This hero creep is about to win Team Zero the game? Hello?
Okay, look, realistically speaking, it's not winning Team Zero the game, right? Like,
No, dude, look, there's no high ground. There's no backdoor protection still. They gotta kill this creep real bad.
I mean, either
They're
way,
pinging it, Puck's pinging it.
it's already 17k, Crash. I don't know how much copium you're smoking, but either way, it's, Team Zero, they're very well poised to just try and finish this one off. And yeah, I mean, hero creep or not, they're just walking up to your high ground regardless. I'm not sure what the side of Aster can do about it. They're gonna come out with a miracle hole, but right now, their Wraith King is just being dragged to the grave. They disrupt him, but he'll end up right where he finished. First life already gone, the kill coming through from the Kotal. They're starting up the Primal Beast, get him on the back line, a lot of damage coming out from Erica, and finally delivers his first kill. Erica, he is starting to pump this out, and you need to be cautious. A lot of skeletons being spawned from that Wraith King. They need to back up and show that respect. Without their Primal Beast, they finish off ZZQ, who was just hanging around as well. And it ends up being a hold for Aster, a relatively free one as well. No buybacks needed, nothing crazy committed, just throwing out their spells and using that Muerta to its finest. Finally able to protect her, she's able to deliver that damage.
Still a minute and a half left on Aegis, so Team Zero could go again if they so choose.
Most definitely can, but not gonna try that without their Primal Beast. At least need to wait for him to come back.
Risk.
Oh, they just
No
get
chance.
wrecked.
Is under attack.
There is
No
backdoor
hero
regen.
creep.
I mean, there
Yeah,
is
no hero creep.
there's just a wave though. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. A whole wave of hero creeps, Sneeze. Let's call them what they are.
yeah.
They're
Radiant's
doing the
top
job
tower
no one
is
else
under
wants to
attack.
do.
Absolutely. Team Zero onto the high ground now. Once again, one step away from putting Aster into complete misery.
Radiant's top tower
But they just aren't able to penetrate through this Muerta right now. She is holding the high ground and slinging those guns. You can't really step up and not get shot. They'll try and drag this Vengeful Spirit away, and that's an easy kill for CTY. That could be a good start, but she has the buyback if necessary. Might not be Beyond that blinks up all willy-nilly this time round. Committing that already. Puck on the back line, silencing up a couple, and they coil the Grimstroke. Leashed up for now, but they hold him down, and Echoes able to jaunt away for now. The rest of the side of Team Zero retreating and staying cautious, but they finish off the puck. Echoes still has buyback here. Tips come through just to mess with I mean, ZZQ, he's been on top of the tipping game, right? First game, all over Erica. Now he's just clowning on this puck for daring to come through and try and kill him. Might have buyback, but doesn't have the coil. They'll swap CTY back into the mix. And already, Morphling just able to vanish out of there with the waveform. You banish the Primal Beast, but he's fine for now. The Inkswell getting him out of there. And boy, that heart HP regen is just going such a long way. You don't get anything. And that's the puck buyback. That is the Picho buyback on the bench.
is under attack.
And that was Puck's first death, surprisingly. Echoes was playing a perfect game up until that point, but now having to use buyback like that, it just does not feel good for Aster. And they're running out of resources. They're running out of juice, I think, Sneeze.
Yeah, they're running out of... It almost feels like willpower, right? In these lower bracket situations, you need to have grit, you need to have this fighting spirit. But Aster, it's rough. They're trying to make these moves. You can see these little whispers of hope among Echoes, among Shengsi, trying to come through the supports with the setup. But it just feels like they don't have enough gas in the tank. It's all on Erica. The whole world on his back in a similar situation to that Void game. As Echoes up in this top side, has Lincoln Sphere, able to dodge out that aggressive maneuver. Sniff him out in this top side here. They'll keep pushing. 7E has the Hex. That is going to be scary to deal with on the park.
7E? No, 7E hasn't even used his BKB since he's
No,
gotten it.
no, not needed
This is
to.
a very passive BKB.
Yeah, could have gotten an Octarine or something. Who knows?
Yeah. Speaking of BKB, Muerta's finished hers as well.
Okay, much needed.
Yeah, absolutely. Wraith King still working on his. Has finished up a Blink Dagger as well as that
Dire's
Radiance.
top tower is under attack.
Okay, okay.
I don't know if it's going to make too much of a difference though, right? I guess you are able to jump on the Coddle, but there's no really extra follow-up damage, and Wraith King really isn't in a position where he can full to nothing the Coddle, especially with that BKB.
I mean, especially with how Koto has been positioning in these fights so far, he's just been out of complete touch range for his opponents here. They've yet to lay a mark on him, I think. He's 4-1 and 6, one death from earlier on because of the coil, but other than that, has played pretty much a flawless game on 7E. The spacing has been perfect, his positioning has been great, and Aghanim's complete on the Primal Beast now means that this uproar is going to be even more deadly.
And like we already talked about, the break is not the biggest, but it's still going to add up, especially when your whole team is really hoping for this Muerta to start doing the damage. You're immediately going to start seeing that your Muerta isn't doing as much damage as you thought.
Well, for what it's worth, the Shadow Demon ult is actually excellent against Primal Beast, right? Because even with the axe, you can continuously dispel the uproar. And Primal Beast, his uproar dispels is only a basic dispel, right? So it doesn't actually get rid. And in fact, I don't think anything actually gets rid of Shadow Demon's ultimate. Demonic Purge just feels like it just lasts through everything.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it cannot be dispelled by anything.
Yeah.
The best you can hope for is a reflection because of that Lotus Orb you've got.
Yeah, that's about it.
Roshan is up. It is time to finish the game, says Team Zero. It's time to knock Aster out. CTY Beyond and 7E gonna walk right into the pit, but Aster, they're making the moves.
This is
Now
the
will
last
let
hole.
them go for free.
Very similar scenes to the last game, where previously it was the Faceless Void who had to make the magic happen. I mean, the rest of the team right now, Aster, they need to set up a perfect team fight for their Muerta to work, but they might not make it here in time. They're inching, crawling forward, but it's not fast enough. They've already gotten the Aegis and it's full retreat. Back to the high ground they go. They can't afford to lose any members here. The Primal Beast will charge through Muerta, desperately trying to run away. We'll have Frizz backing her up and they'll give up on the chase. Look elsewhere.
Radiant structures are
Satanic complete for Morphling now, CTY.
yeah.
But that Butterfly as well. I don't know, man. This Morphling is looking unstoppable. Only 3-0 and 5, but doesn't really need to do anything else other than farm, accumulate, and maybe hit some buildings too. Showed up when he needed to. Now with the Shield Rune. Full strength morph into the Shield Rune. This is going to be a big one.
Yeah, he's ready to get going. The amount of HP this man has just achieved, 2,000.
God.
Come on. That's more HP than the Muerta has in her entirety.
Yeah.
This is what, a 5k HP Morphling?
Yep. Pretty much.
Okay, close to like. No, it is 5. 5k. Damn.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, he'll start up onto the high ground here. Start working on these racks, looking to end the game, looking to end their chance of Shengsi being pulled back, but Disruption saves him for now. But he'll still end up at the final destination, not where he wants to be. These skeletons are going to come out, get trampled down easily. They pull back the Primal Beast, and the fight's in complete shambles. Erica, he's doing the damage, but can he kill out the Morphling? Still standing strong, turning it around, getting the first life. The Aegis is down, but they're pulverizing up Erica. Do they have anything else? Saving him with the Disruption for now. They need to get this water out of there, but they can't. Cleaned up And Muerta is down. No buyback for this hero.
Dire's middle barracks.
Needed 700 more gold for that, but CTY making full use of that first life to come in and sweep things up here. We'll look for the last lane of Rax.
Top tower.
And GG, it's over. Aster out.
Dire's top
Wow, what? Man. The first game was an unceremonious end, but this was just a sad state of events for Aster. Team Zero absolutely dominating them.
Damn, I wish I knew enough Mandarin to translate that, but that kind of felt a bit cheeky, right? That kind of